Good evening. I am Daniel Castillo.
And I'm Isaac Acuna. Today, in breaking news, American medical researcher Jonas Salk has developed the first successful polio vaccine. He's hoping to have it widely distributed in all healthcare facilities and all major pharmacies. We have also received word that you can now take it orally. The vaccine is added to a sugar cube to be orally consumed. This vaccine protects from Mahoney type 1 poliovirus, MEF-1 type 2 poliovirus, and Salkit type 3 poliovirus. So Daniel, what do you think about this medical breakthrough?
I think that it's amazing that Jonas Salk has come up with a cure. Who knows how deadly the disease can be, and who's to know for how long Jonas has been researching and trying to come up with a cure, and he has finally found one. In other news, more people have been put on the blacklist. For those who don't know, the House Committee of Un-American Activity, also known as HUAC, began a crackdown on Hollywood actors that have any type of ties with communists. There's an infamous group called the Hollywood 10. Some of these people on the Hollywood 10 are Alva Betty, Herbert Biberman, and Lester Cole, along with many more. The Hollywood 10 declined to tell HUAC members whether they have ties with communists. They have served up to a year in prison, fined $1,000, and they were put on the blacklist. After they were put on the blacklist, the list grew to 150 names. Stay tuned after this commercial break for more of our top stories here on TMZ, and where we bring you nothing but the best and the top stories that everyone is talking about.
Drink some Coke, it'll give you energy.
Thanks, I really needed that. Bro, have a Coke. Keeps you focused.
Wow, it actually helped.
Oh, my stomach's starting to hurt.
Here, man, drink a Coke.
Wow, incredible what the government will do to keep fellow Americans safe. I sure hope that Marilyn Monroe doesn't get put on that list.
I agree with you, Isaac, and I hope one of my favorite singers doesn't get put on the list either.
Welcome back, and if you are just tuning in, welcome as well. My name is Isaac Acuna.
And I'm Daniel Castillo.
Our next story is Miss Marilyn Monroe. All of America knows the wonderful name of Marilyn Monroe. She's a beauty icon, amazing actress, and dream girl of many Americans. But now she is coming out with a new movie. Her new movie that she stars in is called How to Marry a Millionaire. She stars alongside Betty Grable and Lauren Bacall. It's a story about three models from Manhattan who make a plan to marry three rich men. It is a delightful film that critics say it is a blast to watch. They say it reminds them of her earlier movie, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. I personally enjoyed Miss Monroe's performance in this film. I also enjoyed the director's use of CinemaScope. Just in the first scene, he filled the frame with an entire orchestra. I love the use of vivid colors that were in this film as well.
In other news, the very famous Richard Wayne Pennyman, also known as Little Richard, is making a name for himself, making a return to rock music. Earlier today, I had the chance to talk to the very famous Little Richard. I bumped into Little Richard heading into the studio and had a chance to interview him. I asked him, how did he get back into rock culture? He said that he started recording and singing gospel songs. But after recording Long Tall Sally, he would make a comeback into rock music. Little Richard also said that he is super excited with getting back into rock music and that he will be recording a lot of more music. Richard said that we should wait for a new album dropping next month.
Well, I personally cannot wait for his new album. I love his sound and his music. Well, that does it for us here at TMZ. Until next time. Oh, my stomach's starting to hurt.
Here, man, drink a Coke.
Are you tired? Here, get some.